okay? And so what you want to do is simplify and then get the variable on one side only. Okay? And so that's how we're going to go about doing this. Now I'm writing these on the board so that we can quickly go over them. And if you notice number 3, we've had a problem like that already. And number 1 and number 2 are similar. It's just number 2 has that extra step because of the distributed property. Okay, so I'll go over these, and then I'm going to give you 3 to do on your own, and then I'll show you the answers for the 3 you tried on your own, and then we'll move forward. All right, so the only one I didn't write is number 3. I don't want to try to cram everything here. Okay, so here we go. Now, there's nothing to simplify here. Now, you cannot add 9 to 2x, because this is 2 times some number. So this isn't 2. This is 2 times a number. So you can't assume that this becomes 11 times the unknown number. If you do that, you're assuming x is 1. You can't combine these. They're not like terms. That's not 9x. Same thing here. That's not 3x. Why do students do that? Because they react to what they see. They don't consider that the variable represents an unknown value, the number. So this isn't 6 minus 3. This is 6 times some unknown number. So you don't know how big or small this is. If you do 6 minus 3, you're assuming x is 1. All right, so we can't simplify each side. So we got 2x on the left, we got 6x on the right, and we don't have a variable by itself. Okay? Which is smaller, Ariel? Which is smaller, 2x or 6x?
2x.
Now notice, some people always look on the left, but I'm doing this so that we don't have a negative variable. That's why I'm picking the smaller one. Okay, so then this becomes 9 equals 4x minus 3, and then it's just like before, two-step problem. So I'm looking on the side with the variable. We want to get the 4x by itself, so I'm adding 3. Okay, look on the side with the variable, which is the reverse of multiplication. It's not subtraction. I know people will do that because they think, oh, I got to get rid of the 4. So they think minus. You got to turn this into 1x. So you got to divide by 4. Okay? And so that's your solution. Now over here, you can't add the x because the 2 is multiplied. You can't add to a multiplied number. So you got to do the distributive property of the 2 first and then simplify the left side. All right, so this becomes plus 16x minus 2. So notice you just doubled the 2 numbers in parentheses. And then 5x plus 3. Okay, so now we can simplify these like terms since they're both x's. This is an understood 1. Okay. All right, so let's see. Antonio, which is smaller, 17x or 5x? Antonio?
5.
Notice this time, I'm not going to subtract from the left. I'm going to subtract from the right. All right? And again, the reason I'm picking the smaller one is because that way we have a positive variable. So, you know, when you have a lot of negatives, that's more details to pay attention to. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so we want to get the 12x by itself. So we want to reverse minus 2, so add 2 to both sides. Okay, and then we get 12x equals 5. Now again, it's not 12 divided by 5. Look on the side where the variable is. We're not going to subtract 12. We want this to become 1x. So we got to divide by 12. Okay? And then you get x equals 5/12. All right, I'll give you the example for the last one, then I'll let you guys do this on your own for practice. All right, I'm pausing. I'm trying not to go too fast. All right, so I'll at least erase this one. Okay, so then that other problem, let me see if I can see it right here, would be 8x plus 3 over 9 equals x plus 3. So this is going to be similar to what we were doing when we had two fractions equal. So we can put a 1 under this, and now we can cross multiply. So 9 times the x plus 3 equals 1 times the 8x plus 3. Well, 1 times anything is the same thing, so that's why I just wrote that. Now we do our distributive property. The 9 multiplies to each part of the sum. Okay, so notice the two numbers got 9 times bigger. Okay, now 8x is smaller, so I'm going to subtract 8x. And almost done. And now we got one more step. We want to reverse adding 27, so we minus 27 from both sides. And bada bing, bada boom, we get negative 24. All right, anybody want to ask anything before I give y'all 3 to practice?